What unites people? Armies? Gold?
Hello guys and welcome back to another one. So with the recent patch that we had a few days ago, we again have a new commander. This is going to be of course a expensive commander by the looks of it, and his stats proves to be a very strong commander, very strong in my opinion for the spearmen formation. Obviously the game developers hate us. They cannot give us a commander with an easy name to pronounce. So this time we have Sararer? Sararer? I don't know. Google, maybe you have a better idea?
Sararer. Sararer.
Thank you. So let's see what this commander is going to offer you, and if this is really a commander that it's worth buying, especially if you are a spearman player. So first of all, those stats are going to be for the gold quality, of course. So the first up, we're going to have spearman health increased by 50%, which is going to be a very strong stat for your spearmen. A total attack increase by 25%, which is pretty much standard with every commanders at this point. The big commanders, of course, the SS commanders, as many people say. And last but not least, we have increased allied spearmen damage versus enemy infantry. This is a really weird stat in my opinion, because it's not like Armidon where it's going to help you take reduced damage from infantry, but it's going to actually help you deal increased damage against infantry. This is actually a really good stat in my opinion, that is going to be really useful for your spearman formations, especially if you're going to face spearmen, infantry, I'm sorry. His skills, personally, I think is going to be a bit mediocre. So his first ability, his active army skill for the rebel leaders and training grounds, is going to be Poison Explosion. Sararer throws a poison vial which explodes upon hitting the ground, releasing a huge amount of poison, inflicting 3,500 damage on enemies in a circular area and stuns them. Of course, stunning them for 3 seconds is going to be good, and I think it's going to be useful in training grounds, but nothing very special. Sararer is going to heal allies with his healing potion, restoring 8000 HP to the most wounded ally once every 5 seconds. Personally, I think that could synergize with Enzo or some rebel leaders instead of Jane, for example, but we will have to test it out further. Poisonous Blade, Sararer poisons his weapon to enable a 100% chance to poison the target with every attack, dealing 600 damage per second for 3 seconds, but this is going to be obviously a continuous thing for the entire duration of the battle as long as Sararer is alive. And last but not least, Physical Prowess is going to give you max HP by 20% at the start of the battle, making him more tanky, making your troops formation more tanky in the training grounds. Is going to be useful, but as I said, it's going to take some testing to make sure that he's really good in that department. For his awakening, I think we have one of the strongest attributes that I have seen in a while for a commander, and his fourth ability, the Poisonous Rejuvenation, is going to be at the start of the battle, heal all allied spearmen lineups once every 5 seconds by 5% of the damage. This is going to be, of course, great for your weakness formation, which is going to be the go-to formation for spearmen, of course, and it's going to start giving you the weakness attacks just from the start of the battle. Of course, at the start of the battle he is also going to cast a poisonous fog upon all enemy troops once every 6 seconds, with the amount of damage being 5% of the troops attack, and if a weakness attack is inflicted on the target, another 5% damage will be dealt. So if weakness attack is something that is really funny, because there's no way you're going to use Sararer without having Jaime in your formation, and of course stacking weakness attacks just from the start of the battle is going to increase your overall damage output by a lot, 3% to be exact, each time your troops attack with weakness attacks, stacking infinitely until your troops die or their troops die. And with having his passive ability that is going to heal your spearmen every 5 seconds, means that you will always have your weakness attacks against them. Also, this is going to negate the effect of Drake. If you have Sararer, you no longer need Drake in your formation, so you can swap him out for another commander that is really useful, maybe Armidon. You can use Baylis or any other commander that synergizes with weakness, since Drake is not longer going to be useful for the sole purpose of healing your troop type in order to enable weakness attacks. Additionally, I'm going to talk about Sararer stats for Siege of Winterfell formations, the Lost Realm formation, and of course All at War. He's going to be a much better version of Jaime Lannister, where first of all he's going to heal your wounded soldier allies max 5 targets in a circular area with a coefficient of 430, and at the same time he's going to increase the spearman attack of the commanded troops by 1.2 thousand attack for 5 seconds. And an additional upgrade passive on him is when the commander is deployed, there is a 60% chance to your troops to deal critical damage when they're performing a normal attack with the coefficient damage of 150%. So if you put it side by side with Jaime, he's just a better version of Jaime Lannister. With maybe Jaime Lannister giving you more attack, of course, he's going to give you 1.8 thousand spearman attack in comparison to he's giving you only 1.2, but the chance for critical strikes are going to be double plus the healing that is going to give you. So overall he's going to be a new heal commander that personally I think is a very strong commander in this current game. I think that he's going to be obviously only used by spearmen, since his main focus is to heal spearmen and enable your weakness attacks for your troop formation. Don't forget that his 4-star ability is going to target everything, and when I say everything, I mean everything. He's going to target every troop type that is going to take place in the battle, meaning his 4-star ability is going to look like the Cersei 4-star ability, which is going to attack all enemy troops, the Daeron 4-star ability, or even the Dany 4-star ability. This is going to be a great commander for attacking enemy castles, especially if they're having multiple troop types in there, and this is going to deal a lot of damage the more troop type the enemy is going to have. So that's pretty much covers Sararer. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.
Always hesitating, kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire, set my heart afire.